bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.
This was held over from yesterday to look into the PC affidavit. And so, Ms. Eugene, the state, I gave the state 24 hours to do something with this, provide additional facts or et cetera, et cetera. What has happened in the ensuing day?
Nothing, Your Honor. There is no additional affidavit, so at this time,
Okay.
PC cannot be established.
Okay. All right. So, Ms. Yates, prior to going on the record, is it my understanding that you had to talk to the state and the state stipulating to an ROR, or is that?
I think the state agrees to the ROR.
Or you can leave it up in the discretion of the court? You want to say it that way, that way?
Discretion of the court, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, and just for the record, Mr. Yates, would you kindly put the case, that because I don't recall, but based on the
Yeah, this was a...
No. I'm asking for the case he cited yesterday that.
Oh, yes, and I sent this case over to Ms. Eugene. The case that I cited to the court yesterday was KB versus State of Florida, 170 Southern 3rd, 121. And the holding of that case was that to be a principal to the commission of a crime, one must have a conscious intent that the crime be done and must do some act or say some word which was intended to and does incite, cause, encourage, assist, or advise another person to actually commit a crime. And the key language is that mere presence at the scene of the crime, knowledge of the commission of the crime, and even flight from the scene are insufficient to show that a defendant was an aider and abettor.
All right. And pursuant to that, and to the extent there's a motion for ROR in front of the court by the defense, which I think there is, I'll grant the motion ROR. Mr. Bowman, I have no doubt whatsoever, because Mr. Yates is a very good attorney, that he will explain to you that this in no way means that this case is going away, okay? What it means is the facts, as stated, did not support the charge that they arrested you on. So I don't want you to be leaving here today thinking this is the end of it, because I'm fairly certain it will not be. Nonetheless, under the facts of this case, I am going to release you ROR on your own recognizance. I'm guessing you know what that means. So please stay in touch with your lawyer, and any court appearances, I would expect that you will be there. Mr. Yates will tell you if you need to be in court or not.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right?
Thank you, Judge, for your time.
All right, Mr. Yates.
Your Honor, that means you're going to take no action on his out on bond?
Yeah, yes, that's, who said that? Oh, yeah. Davis. Yeah, I mean, given the current posture, I'm not going to take action on his other bond, so.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Did I give you that one? No. Me too. Oh, okay. What? So is this Mr. Deuce? Yes, sir. Come on up. Where did I not put notes? Somebody remind me, was this the one yesterday that said somebody hit somebody and?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ah, okay. I thought that's what it was, but wow, this is quite the supplement, huh? Which I haven't seen yet, so give me a minute. Okay. Ms. George, did you have a chance to see this?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. It's just sort of shocking to me that we go from that to this.
How detailed is it?
Well, I'm assuming this was written
No, it was,
prior,
yes, actually it was, yes.
and you didn't, okay, whatever. Okay, so, you have bonds, really, 150 on possession? Oh, okay. I'll stay those on the ag assault with firearm. Okay, is that an F3, somebody?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll give you a bond of 2,500 on the on count 2. I'll stay your bonds at 100 and 150 on the other counts. Mr. Dews, should you post a bond, you are to possess no weapons, no firearms. If you have any, you have to surrender them within 48 hours, okay?
I don't even touch guns, so I just,
Okay, well, I'm just,
That's not what you're saying.
Your Honor, also a no return and no contact?
oh, yes. You know, I appreciate, let me tell you, I appreciate you guys mentioning. Sorry, I'm forgetting. Yes, you may not return to the, was it Mai Tai or
Mai Tai, I think it is.
place, and absolutely no contact with the victim, whoever that was. Okay. All right, good luck to you. So it looks like we have some victims here. Collins, is this Collins? Okay. Ms. Davis,
Yes, Your Honor.
this says, doesn't qualify for PTR. Additional notes are unable to verify community ties. Does that mean that if that issue was remedied, he might?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so, Mr. Collins, I did review the PC affidavit. By the way, I'm going to announce that under the current administrative order, the public defender is provisionally appointed to all cases. And I did review the PC affidavits, and I don't think there were any this morning. I'm trying to remember. I made notes, so if I'm wrong, but I think I found PC in all of them. So, Mr. Collins, do we have anybody here for Collins?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. I will grant you a bond of $3,500 on count 1. I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm going down. I know that, we can do 100 on all the additionals, but, oh, no, does he have 2 cases? They have the same case number. He's got 4 counts. 2022 CF 1518. What's the other case number? Oh, is it under here?
The other case number is 22 CF 1537.
Oh, that's right. This is the one that happened in January or something, right?
Yes, I believe it.
Yeah. Okay, I remember this now. Oh,
On the 31st of January, looks like.
yeah, I really wasn't crazy about that one. All right, it says on the first appearance information sheet that you're not residing with the alleged victim. Is that true? That defendant stated he and the victim have not been living together. No what? Are you living together or not living together?
They're not living together, Your Honor.
Okay. Because there is going to be absolutely zero contact whatsoever. None.
Exactly what I called for.
Yeah, well. All right, so I'll grant him 3,500 on, this is on 2022 CF 151880. I'll give him 3,500 on count 1, 3,000 on count 2, 100 and 100 on counts 3 and 4. In case number 2022 CF 153780, I don't have that one in front of me.
I have,
Yeah, there's 2 counts on each case.
so it's 4 in total.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they just don't, these two are the other case number, the case number's just not there.
Yes.
Oh, all right. So, case number 2022 CF 151880, 3,500 on count 1. I get 100 on count 2, and in the other case, 2022 CF 153780, 3,500 on count 1, 100 on count 2. No contact, no weapons, no firearms. I can't remember, was there drugs or alcohol in either one of these? I don't think so.
No, I don't
No,
believe
Your
so,
Honor.
Your Honor.
All right, no weapons, no firearms, those are your bonds. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, I think he does qualify for pretrial release. Would you be inclined to place him on pretrial?
Oh, that's right, that's why I asked Ms. Davis that before, because actually, yes, I would prefer he be supervised. I would prefer pretrial release. So I'm going to grant you those bonds, or in the alternative, if you can qualify for PTR, then you will have that option.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm probably messing. All right, Mr. Kalin. God, we're jumping around, huh? State, would I be correct, because he's charged with accessory to kidnapping, which is punishable by life, he wouldn't qualify for a bond, or he was not entitled to a bond on that count?
I'm looking at that right now, Your Honor.
I mean, kidnapping is PBL,
Yes.
not entitled to a bond, therefore. He would be on the other counts.
Yes. Just one moment, Your Honor. I am double checking that right now.
Just wondering if the after the fact I mean, if it's just accessory, then you're subject to the same conditions. I don't honestly know if after the fact changes anything. Well, while we're looking on the false imprisonment, I'll give him a $3,000 bond, AgBat 3,500, 100 on the tampering. $3,000. Yep. AgBat 3,500, tampering 100. I don't believe he's entitled to a bond on the kidnapping. Do you want to set it aside so somebody can look it up?
Yes, because I don't know about the accessory after the fact.
Well, I don't either.
Looks as though it's 777.03.
78701, sub 1, sub A.
No, that's just for kidnapping, so that's just going to tell you that it's a
Oh,
punishable.
oh, you're
crime.
talking about the accessory.
Right.
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. You want to have Mr. Callen take a seat?
Yes.
So we can keep going while you're looking at that other stuff? Mr. Callen, we need to look at some, okay.
No, Your Honor, it actually does drop it down by 1 degree.
All right, well then, all right, I'm sorry. Corrections. I just, I'll make it 3,500 on that too. So 3,500, 3,000, 3,500, 100. No, I mean, there was no, I don't remember, I don't think in the facts that there was weapons, and, I mean, there was an allegation of drug use, but I don't know if it's sufficiently related, so I'm just gonna give him the bonds. I get what you're saying, but, well, I know, I mean, I get why you're asking. Yes, thank you. All right, this is Mr. Ramasar? All right, I'm not going to grant a bond, because I'm not taking the chance with this guy, so, you'll have to seek bonds from the judge on your case.
Your Honor, can you give us the case number, please?
2022 CF, wait a minute. Yeah, I got 1539AO. Where's the case number on this, though? Okay, and the thing is, they put count 4 as attempted felony murder. Oh, no, they did write it this way. They wrote it as homicide on the probable cause affidavit, which suggests a different statute, but under count 4 alone, he's not entitled to a bond.
Yes, Your Honor, we're reserving our right to have an Arthur hearing.
Okay. So, sir, you're going to have to, you have an attorney. By the way, I'm appointing the public defender. You have an attorney, so you're going to have to go ask the judge on the case about release conditions, okay?
So there's gonna be no bonds on all charges, Your Honor?
I mean, technically, he's entitled to
I
bonds.
would ask that you set bond on the other charges, Your Honor.
You're asking me to?
Yes, Your Honor,
Oh, great.
because he's entitled to.
He is, I get it. All right, well, on the battery, I'll do 500. On the robbery, I'm looking at my bond schedule for some direction here. Robbery with a firearm, deadly weapon,
I think that's the.
no bond,
Mhm.
punishable by life. But, oh, no, that was an attempt. The murder was the attempt. Oh, yeah, he achieved the robbery. Okay, so no bond on the robbery with a firearm. Discharging a firearm in public. I don't know.
Misdemeanor, Your
Is
Honor.
it a misdemeanor?
It is.
All right, $100. So, 500 on battery, 0 bond on the robbery with firearm. What'd I say, $100 on the discharge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
And 0 bond on the attempted felony murder. Okay.
Is that a PBL too?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I couldn't remember.
Well, yeah, that's why, I was gonna give him a bond on that, but bonds, it says PBL, no bonds, so.
Okay, perfect. Speak to your time.
By the way,
Thank you.
no victim contact, obviously. I don't know if it needs to be said, but
I didn't hear what you said.
this is Rosado.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody here on Rosado?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Not crazy about this one. Oh, he qualifies for PTR. All right. Ms. Davis,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to release Mr. Rosado on pretrial release. He is to possess no weapons, no firearms. He is to maintain separate residences. I believe, my understanding is that the alleged victim is in the house, so he can't go back there. He wasn't there, as far as I know, so that shouldn't be an issue. So maintain separate residences, no weapons, no firearms, no alcohol, illegal drugs, or any drug without a prescription, random urinalysis. I don't know that he needs to go back to collect personal belongings, because according to the stuff I read, he wasn't there anyway.
Yes, Your Honor. He's stating that he has personal belongings there. I
All
would
right,
just
so
ask
he-
for the one time
he
with
can
law
return
enforcement.
one time with law enforcement as an escort to retrieve personal belongings.
Is there a no contact with the victim?
Zero, none, nada,
Okay.
not any.
Your Honor, I'd ask for a 30-day grace period only for the random drug screens. I believe you ordered that, correct? For the,
They violate him if, on the first,
just only
Yes.
on that.
I'm not too sure, Your Honor.
Usually they order the 30 days just for the marijuana, Your Honor.
all right. Okay,
Thank you.
can't we just all agree he's gonna test dirty? I mean, yeah, I'm saying, can't we all just agree he's gonna test dirty and,
Yes. but
Test him
I don't know.
anyway?
I just don't want him to be brought back for that.
all right. Are you Mr. Askew?
Yes, sir, I am.
All right. All right, you live in Georgia apparently, correct?
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. Arlene, what does that mean? Has he got a warrant? Fugitive warrant? So is he being held for, will he be held for something else?
What happened?
I don't know what that means, fugitive warrant. Is he wanted somewhere else?
Yes, he's wanted out of Atlanta, Georgia for being on parole.
Am I supposed to address that?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, good. All right. You, in Georgia, you live with the alleged victim, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm going to grant you, what is this? I'll grant you a $500 bond on the battery. You are to have no contact at all with the alleged victim, which means you must live somewhere else. You cannot return to the residence.
Yes, sir. Good.
Possess no weapons, no firearms. This was in the car, right?
started in the club, and then I think it ended in the car, Your Honor, yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So state wish to be no alcohol, no drugs? I don't know if alcohol was related. They were in a bar, but,
Right.
all right. No weapons, no firearms, $500 bond, no contact whatsoever with the victim. Obviously, sir, you're going to have to, I have appointed the public defender to represent you, but you are going to have to appear, obviously, for any court appearances that you're required to down here. Understood? All right. Good luck to you. All right, Mr. Clayton, are you Mr. Clayton? Yes. Actually, state, I forgot, there is one,
I agree.
okay, yeah, when I said this morning, I looked at them all, and this one actually, I do kind of have an issue with.
I agree.
Okay. All right, sir, I'm going to release you, ROR, okay? And what we're all talking about is that the facts as stated don't necessarily support the outcome, but I'm going to request. Now, does your father live at the 2036 Mercy Drive?
Yes.
You all live there together?
Yes.
Your Honor, regardless of,
I'm just trying to think, do I put him under a no hostile contact order when it seems like he was the possible victim? I don't know that that's fair,
Right.
but I kind of want these guys to stay away. Hopefully your father's getting help. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna release him, Mr. Clayton, try not to engage.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
the only reason I would ask for conditions was just so there would not be a repeat.
Yeah, but that's, I'm sanctioning him for what the sins of the father, and I don't think that's fair.
May not be, Your Honor, but at least neither one of them will end up back here again.
Your Honor, I would object.
You think if I order no hostile contact, that'll stop it? I think that the father needs some assistance, but that's the problem. So if I put no contact on it, it applies to him. It doesn't apply to the father. So if anything happens, he's going to get hauled back here. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that.
Yes, thank you.
I understand your point, Ms. Eugene. I get it, but I think this went the opposite way it should have gone. So,
Not disagreeing.
okay. I wish I could put conditions on the father, but I really can't. All right, sir, I'm going to release you, OR. Sir, just try not to engage, de-escalate. If something happens, the best thing you can do is leave. No, I'm not putting any conditions on it. The problem was on the PC affidavit is the dad was the one that.
I'd like something normal.
But I wasn't there, so.
Yes, sir.
All right, Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, now you guys, you do have separate residences, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't live together?
No.
All right, so I am going to release you on pretrial release, okay? You don't have to post a bond, but you have to abide by their rules. One of those rules is that you have no contact with the victim whatsoever. You can't call, text, email, Instagram, none of that, okay? You can't have somebody else call. You don't have any kids together, right?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So I'll release you on PTR, no contact. Hang on a second. Yeah, okay. I was just checking to see if there was
Uh,
weapons or,
Alcohol, Your Honor?
was there alcohol in that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so, sir, while your case is pending, you're to have no alcohol or illegal drugs, and you'll be subject to random urinalysis. Are we going to need 30 days for this one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, did you
Oh,
order?
but it's fine. He has a card. He has a medical,
Oh, okay.
so he's fine.
Your Honor, I know you ordered no contact. Did you also order separate residence, no return?
Yeah, but they don't live together now.
Okay.
So yes, maintain separate residence. I think I said that. I didn't? I thought it. All right.
They just leave me?
Yep, they'll release.
All right, thank you, guys.
Ms. Davis, is this one that, because it says could not verify community ties, is that one that could qualify if you could? Oh, I'm sorry, this is Eisenhower? Eisenhower?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, we have, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. All right, so you are the alleged victim in this case, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Can you raise your right hand? You swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and state your name for the record.
My name is Emily Kayleen Honey. Your Honor, I would like the charges to be dropped.
Well, first of all, this isn't the forum for that, okay? Second of all, I read the probable cause affidavit. Although he claimed he didn't know you were pregnant, but it also said you've been living together for a year, I think, right?
No, we've been together for 3 years and we've been married for 3
Or
months.
married for, yeah. So,
And we didn't call the police. Some standby person did.
sir, ma'am, I'm sorry. I understand, okay?
And he didn't know I was pregnant.
Well.
I haven't told him.
And that's to his benefit, because they could have charged him with a felony, okay? And I understand you didn't call the cops, but I also understand that there's video of him dragging you.
Video is submissive in court.
Ma'am, I guess I can't advise her not to, can I advise her not to speak?
No.
So you're here to tell me you wish to have contact with Mr. Eisenhower and you wish him to return to the home?
Yes.
Boy. State, do you wish to be heard on this?
No, Your Honor, I'll leave it at your discretion.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Honey it is?
Yes.
So what you're telling me is you are not in fear from this person?
Absolutely not.
Not at all?
Not at all.
This was, was the video wrong?
It was submissive in court. Videos are submissive in court. It's a big, huge misunderstanding.
They're submissive.
It's a big,
I don't
huge
think videos can be
misunderstanding.
submissive.
He's never heard a fly, not me. You know, the video is a misunderstanding.
Ms. Honey, please don't take this the wrong way, okay? But it is not uncommon for domestic violence victims to try to defend their abusers. So I understand what you're saying, and I'm not saying that you're not telling me the 100% truth. What I am saying is that there is good reason to think that in fact something did happen, you know, I can't say that
And
what the state will do. I would really, I understand what you're here to say. You want him home.
I mean, I understand that, and my ex was actually abusive, very abusive, so I know that, but he's not that type of person, Your Honor.
Okay.
And I can
All
assure you
right,
it
I
won't
get
ever
it. I
happen.
get it. And Ms. Davis, you were looking at him to see if he could
Yeah, I
qualify?
was checking some things. No, yeah, I want to know if he's still on probation in Indiana. Is he on probation?
No, no, ma'am. I've been off probation since 2016.
Would that have to be verified before he could be put on PTR, or we take his word for it?
No, I mean, I'll probably take his word for it. It's the last thing that I see. But due to lack of information, Your Honor, can you just do bond or PTR? Because right now, he wouldn't qualify. He wouldn't qualify.
Yeah, well, okay. I was wondering, because the note was the community ties couldn't be verified.
Yeah, due to lack of information he gave.
Yeah, I mean, I would feel more comfortable if somebody was keeping an eye on him, which is why I would prefer PTR for that reason. But, all right, so I will grant you a bond in the amount of $1,500. In the alternative, if you can qualify for pretrial release, then you can be released on that program, wherein you don't have to post a bond, you have to follow their rules, okay? Conditions will be, reluctantly, that you have no hostile contact with Ms. Honey, which means you can return to the home, but if you have any type of behavior, if you raise your voice to her, if you look at her sideways, obviously if you raise your hand to her, all she has to do is call 911 and you will be hauled back to jail. They will not come and ask, you know, what your side of the story is, okay? Because you're under the jurisdiction of the court, so they don't need to put you through a due process. So,
I'm sorry. I would ask that you consider reducing the bond. It looks like they currently just moved here 2 weeks ago. They're still homeless. He's been working at the day labor place. So I would ask maybe at least $750. I understand.
well, if he qualifies for PTR, he doesn't have to post it.
Yeah, but our homeless, I'm afraid that with them only being here for that short period of time, he may not qualify.
No, I see what you're saying.
They just moved here. Usually when they're homeless and just moved here, they don't end up qualifying.
Well, why don't I make it 1,000, because my memory serves, bondsman's gonna charge you $100, whether the bond is 100 or 1,000, either way, so.
Thank you, Judge.
It's 1,000.
All right. So no contact, no hostile contact, sorry. Again, that's it. There's nothing else. And then if you can qualify for PTR, you can go PTR. All right, thank you.
You'll qualify, if you qualify. Okay.
Is this Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
Since I'm just, Ms. Eugene, so we have the victim here. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Put your hand down. You want to put your name on the record?
Sequina Victoria Masterland.
Can you spell the last name?
Masssaline.
Ms. Eugene,
Yes, Your Honor.
since I'm diving back into first appearances after some bit of a hiatus, and Ms. George, you may want to be heard on this as well. He's entitled to a bond,
Yes, Your Honor.
but do I have the discretion, which I probably do because judges can do pretty much anything in their discretion. Here's my concern with this guy. Let me ask you something, Ms. Massaline.
Yes.
Are you going to ask me to allow him to come back?
Yeah, is,
Why?
it was a big misunderstanding,
All right.
sir. We got
All
into
right,
it.
I get it. I would prefer that the issue of his bond be addressed in front of the judge that is going to preside over this case. He has 2 prior DV cases with this victim, actually 3, I'm sorry. 2020 MM 5462AO the warrant was never served, so that case is technically pending, but they've never served it. 2020 CF 14882AO, ag assault with a firearm, there's no info. He apparently held the gun to the driver's side window in front of the kids. He has prior felony DV cases with some Catriel Cruz person. Is this the one where they shot her in the foot? I think that's a different case. No, yeah, one of the cases I was reviewing today, when I went back in Odyssey and looked at the old cases, one of them, we shot her in the foot. It wasn't this one, but there's clearly a history of serious domestic violence. These are felony domestic violence cases. Now, of course, he keeps getting out of them. Because my guess is the victim doesn't want to prosecute. So, Ms. Eugene,
Yes, Your Honor.
am I required to grant a bond? I understand that under the Florida Constitution and the U.S. Constitution, defendant's entitled to a bond unless they're, concerned for the community, flight, or Anti-Murder Act, et cetera, et cetera.
I believe, Your Honor, under the, I apologize, my laptop has just died, but I believe under this statute, the pretrial detention statute, that you do have the discretion that if you find defendant, there are no terms under which defendant can be released in order to keep the community safe. And usually such things are quoted as whether or not they have failed to appear before, have they been in contempt of court, such as violating previous domestic violence injunctions, that type of behavior. Those are generally the grounds for holding someone with no bond. But they have to be those types of factors, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yep, and I would obviously object, Your Honor. The state should have filed a pretrial detention motion prior to us coming to court, at which point defendant could have been held at no bond and pending the hearing for the pretrial detention motion. The state is correct that if there are no reasonable conditions that would keep the community safe and the victim safe, Your Honor.
I got it. All right. Ms. Massaline, I understand that you're here today to tell me that you would like Mr. Eisenhower to come home. I'm not going to allow.
It's not Mr. Eisenhower,
Or-
it's Mr. Johnson.
Johnson, Your Honor.
Johnson. Sorry, Eisenhower's the one above it on my list. I'm going to give him a bond because legally he's entitled to a bond. So, and there's no way he could be PTR, right, Ms. Davis?
Your Honor.
Yeah, all right. All right, so I'll give you a $1,000 bond. You are to have zero contact, none
We have a
whatsoever.
son, we have
Ma'am.
a son, and he's very active in our lives.
Ma'am, he has an attorney. The Public Defender's Office represents him. They can file a motion to amend that condition, but I'm not going to agree to it. So you are to have zero contact, no contact. You are to maintain a separate residence. You cannot go home. You may return one time with law enforcement escorting you to retrieve your personal belongings, but you must live elsewhere. You're to possess no weapons, no firearms. You're to have no alcohol, illegal drugs. Oh, I can't, wait, can I do UAs?
You can, Your Honor.
You can, Your Honor.
Okay, and you're subject to random urinalysis. Do you guys do that, Ms. Davis, even though he's not on PTR?
Yes.
Okay. Ma'am, I have no doubt that that condition will be changed at some point in the future. But looking at his history and his history with
Not with
you.
me. We don't have problems. This was a whole misunderstanding.
Okay. Ma'am, your remedy to that is elsewhere. All right, sir. That's, oh, and I am going to revoke his bond on, or his pretrial release, I should say, on 2021 CF 14698AO.
Your Honor, state has not filed an information on that case. That has been since November 14th of 2021. So I would ask that you take no action. And if you are inclined to revoke, or you revoke in double, being that they are nonviolent offenses and no information has been filed. Oh, and also, Your Honor.
Oh, they're waiting on an FDLE or something.
And, Your Honor, I don't believe he has an attorney on that, so I would ask that you appoint us also on the out on.
Why wouldn't he have an attorney? Is everybody, you're automatically appointed.
It's not showing one when I went into the system.
Oh, he bonded out.
So I just wanted to make sure he has someone.
All right, I'll tell you what, I will appoint the public defender. I am going to revoke his pretrial release,
He bonded, Your Honor, it wasn't
or bond, whatever. Yeah, I'm not, forgive me if I'm not using the right words.
Right.
I'm revoking his bond. And now that your office represents him, they can seek to remedy that as well.
No, he said no.
Revoke, no bond on the 21 CF whatever. And on this case, 1,000, no contact, no weapons, no firearms, no alcohol, no drugs, random UAs. All right. Good luck, Mr. Johnson. Hubbard? No. Are you, that's not Hubbard. Are you Hubbard?
Earl.
You're who?
Earl? I think that's the name they got me under, even though that's not my name.
Well, what's your name?
Gavin Eric Earl Stilp, but they didn't put me under that for some reason. I don't know. They got me under somebody.
All right.
Gavin Eric Earl, maybe that would pop up.
Gavin,
That's what they have.
Eric, Earl, or,
Eric Earl. Yeah, I don't know.
can somebody tell me who this guy is?
My whole family's been having trouble trying to get an attorney to me and my bond paid because they got me under someone's name who isn't me.
I don't have any of those names.
That's what they have on Gavin.
I don't have a.
They said that's your name while you're here.
Do you have a face sheet for him?
So what's your name?
Gavin Eric Earl Stilp. They said this is my name while I'm here.
He bonded.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, why is he here?
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Yeah, he bonded.
You bonded, but I don't know if, are they releasing him?
Should have, yeah.
He's waiting on a GPS hold.
Okay, okay.
Well, that was fun. Is this Hubbard? All right, you're here on an out-of-county warrant. You do have a $250 bond on that warrant. I'll stay that bond. You can either pay it or see if they'll pick you up.
Your Honor, which county is that from?
Lucia.
Thank you.
Mr. Meredith?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're here on a Lake County, well, 3 Lake County warrants. There are no bonds on those, so you're gonna have to, you could have your attorney, wait, are these 3 more, or are these 3 the same?
It's one warrant, but 3 charges at no bond.
Oh. Okay. So there's no bond on the Allen County warrant, I guess it's a VOP.
Yes.
All right, so you, sir, you'll have to, they may come get you, but in the meantime, if you have a lawyer up in Lake County, they can file a motion with the judge to see if they can get you a bond. Okay?
Yes, sir.
But I'm gonna stay at no bond at this point. Good luck to you. Mr. Wilkerson?
Yes, sir.
All right, so first thing we've got is a VOP out of county, Manatee County. That's a 0 bond. I'm gonna stay that at 0. You'll have to address getting a bond on that case with the judge in Manatee County. Is he also,
Here on a Polk County.
what's this 2022 CF?
Well, he was seen on that yesterday, Your Honor.
Oh, we already addressed that?
Yeah, the DV case.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's also here on a Polk County violation of probation.
right, which is a 0 bond. I'm staying it at 0.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. See, okay, so we didn't have to do that stuff. Caraballo Rodriguez. Oh, medical. Do you want to waive?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. It's a felony VOP, so he does not. Oh, wait, Wilkerson, I didn't give you that one yet. That was the last one we did, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Caraballo Rodriguez, I believe he had a number of things, didn't he?
No, just one case.
Yeah, it's a VOP, has 0 bond. I'm staying it at 0 bond. You'll have to seek release from the judge on that case. Oh, wait a minute, sorry. He's not here. I'm talking to this guy like it's him. It's not him. But you waived his appearance, so I can do that. Are you Feliciano? All right. Also here on a VOP warrant, 0 bond. I'll stay it at 0. You have to seek release from the judge on your case, sir. I will appoint the public defender to represent you on the VOP. Mr. Leon? Okay, so does he has a new case? Is the,
The VOP, he's here on the VOP.
okay, what about the battery? Did we do that yesterday?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So on the VOP, you have no bond, so I'm gonna stay that at no bond. You have to seek release from the judge on that case. Okay. How come we didn't do the VOPs on that guy and the guy before yesterday?
They just served it on him.
Oh, okay. Are you Garrett?
Yes, sir.
Wait. Oh, here it is. Oh, this is the guy who turned himself in, although he waited until the state no infoed the DV case, the DV battery by strangulation. But the DV battery by strangulation was, I believe, the basis for the VOP. There might have been technicals too, but he turned himself in, and the new law has been no info. So, is he not he doesn't qualify because he's on probation?
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I'll give him a bond, $500 bond, because you turned yourself in, and the new law has apparently been dropped, so. All right.
Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.
All right, we are back on the record. We have Ms. Eugene, Ms. George back with us. We also have Mr. Henry and Ms. Culpepper joining us. Oh, well, he's going to be quick.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Laura Royal, State Certified Interpreter and previously sworn.
Hey, Laura, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. We have one case, I'm understanding it's just one case to address. It is Mr. Vazquez Pagauda, if I'm saying it correctly. He is at the podium, he has the headphones on, the case number's 2022 CF 154480.
Yes, Your Honor. 1 second, please. Connection is established.
All right. Mr. Vazquez Pagauda, you are here for your initial appearance. The two charges that you're facing are what we call punishable by life, and you're not entitled to a bond on those. So I will not be granting you a bond. I will, however, appoint the public defender's office to represent you. I believe that green sheet of paper.
Madam Interpreter, could you please advise the client not to talk about the facts of the case? I just want to make sure.
Okay, sorry.
So I'm going to, I'm appointing the public defender's office. Ms. George, that green sheet is his contact information?
Yes, Your Honor, it has our phone number on it.
Okay. All right. So, sir, it is very, very important that you get in touch with your lawyer on your case. That phone number, that contact information that was circled is how you get in touch with them. You're able to call them from the jail. Okay? So at this time, you're not entitled to bond. Get in touch with your lawyer. Good luck to you.
He has an immigration hold.
Oh, okay. And sir, you apparently, sir, you also have a hold from immigration. Does that mean they'll come get him?
Most likely.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Laura.
Thank you, Your Honor. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's all we had. Okay, so this is Harris. Is this Harris?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Harris. Where are my notes on Harris? Oh. Okay. You have a $500 bond on this, so I'm not sure, my understanding is that this took place in this facility.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm not sure what happens if you post that bond.
I would.
My guess is he's being held on something else, so.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll stay the bond at 500. Oh, Mr. Battle?
He's coming, Your Honor.
Yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah, you can have it. Mr. Battle? Well, I'm doing okay. We've been trying to, I know your attorneys in my division, and I believe other divisions, have been attempting to get an evaluation done. So I don't know what the problem is, but, so today, what is he, he's on two, what's he on here? For two, not new, they're not new, are they? Is it VOP?
And
No, Your Honor, it
indecent
says-
exposure, oh, sorry, go ahead.
It says that it's an add-on, Your Honor, so chances are it's add-on to something that he's already been charged with,
Oh,
just additional charges.
I see. So they've added some additional charges apparently. And which case is it though? Oh, 2022 CF 15098. So they just put all this stuff on here? So I'm aware of it? Okay. All right, well, Mr. Battle, here's the deal. On these new charges, you have a bond of $2,500 each on each count. There's two. I will stay those bonds. I would urge you, as long as you're here and being held, that, you work with your attorneys to get the evaluation done that we, schedule. You could do it here, that we've been trying to get done in our cases.
You talking about the sessions?
I'm sorry?
Talking about the sessions, the 8, 10 sessions? That you talking about?
No. I mean, there's that, but part of it was an eval, a psychosexual eval, remember?
Right.
And you haven't done that, right?
I ain't had a chance to, Your Honor.
Well, okay, but your PDs were attempting, in my courtroom, they were trying to help you with that. And what I think, and I don't know, Ms. George, if, can he schedule it while he's here and have it done?
Yes, Your Honor, we can.
That's all I'm suggesting, is if you're here anyway, you might be able to get that done by having, an evaluator come out to the jail. I don't know that they all do it, but some do.
Well, I say, Your Honor, I got 3 batteries on law enforcement and assault on law enforcement.
Well, all right, I was simply, what I'm talking about right now really has nothing to do with what we're doing today. Today, you've got these 2 charges they added, you have bonds on them of $2,500 each, I will leave those bonds.
I can't make no bond. I ain't even got over $150 in my account.
Well, then I would get with your lawyer and tell them they need to file a motion with the judge to change that. Okay?
Can I say something?
I would recommend you not talk about the facts of the case.
No, I'm finna talk about something he knows tonight.
Go ahead.
I got I'm about to get probation for another charge next week. 2
So what are you
years.
telling me? You're never gonna be able to accomplish what I've been trying to get you to do in mine?
Of course I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, you're here, you might be able to get it done and get started, but all we're doing today is your probable cause hearing on these 2 charges, and you have the bonds. I'm gonna leave the bonds. If you wanna file a motion to get those reduced, talk to you're having a lawyer on this case, okay? Please talk to your attorney.
Okay, I'm saying, can you work something and try to get what you call that? What you did for me last time, the other 2 times?
No, your lawyers can. I can't do that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying.
I can do an order on a motion that's made for you by your lawyers, but I can't just sua sponte do something. So, Mr. Bowd, just talk to your lawyer.
I will.
They'll explain how to do what you want to do.
I'll talk to him.
All right.
All right.
That was the 3rd one, right? Oh, arraignment? Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so we have, is this PD on all of them? This one doesn't have one. All right, so we're gonna do the arraignments. The clerk's trying to remind me how we're doing this. So the first one is Douglas Anton, 2022 MM 12 AE.
Madam Clerk, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I will waive and enter denial.
Oh, it's a VOP?
That's what it says on here, hearing type VOP.
All right, so PD's waivers, and just for the, good measure, I'll point the PD on the VOP then. I don't know. When Ms. George said denial, it made me think it means VOP.
On mine, it says a VOP hearing type comments. That's why I said denial, Your Honor. But if it's not, I'll enter not guilty.
All right, whatever. Not guilty oh, no, here's the deal. It was filed as a felony and it was transferred down to a misdemeanor.
Oh,
So that's what it is.
I'll enter denial, Your Honor.
All right.
Division 62, pretrial conference is March 28th, 8:30 a.m., courtroom 12C.
All right, next one is Kullamansberger, 2021 MM 9008AO. The PD is appointed on this.
We are going to enter a not guilty, Your Honor.
All right, not guilty, set for pretrial conference.
Division 80, pretrial conference will be March 31st, 9 a.m., courtroom 9C.
All right, Mavronis, 2022 MM 137AO. Okay, his behavior, Madam Defender, Ms. George, are you waiving and entering a no contest, or a not guilty plea? I've got you on the case already.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll waive and enter a plea of not guilty.
Division 63, pretrial conference will be March 10th, 1 p.m., courtroom 10B.
All right. Next is Irvin Royal, 2022 MO41AO. The PD's previously appointed.
Yes, Your Honor. The offers of withhold of adjudication credit time served. Mr. Royal would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
All right, Mr. Royal, can you raise your right hand and face me? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. I'm told by your attorney that the agreement with the state is a withhold credit time served and court costs. Is that what you understood you were here to agree to?
Yes, sir.
All right. And on these MO cases, it's, is it $223 plus $10, so $233? Is that what it comes out to?
I don't know the exact fees. I know it's a $10 filing fee, Your Honor.
I think it's $223 plus 10. That's what, usually what the
I think that's what the
city
clerk
prosecutor
usually
tells us.
Yeah, the clerks usually tell us.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Royal, I've been handed a plea form. If you can see from over there, there's a signature down here on the bottom. Is that your signature? Did you read the form?
I did.
Understand the form? Any questions about this form? All right, because you read and understood the form, I'm hoping you spoke with Ms. George about this. You realize that you could have a trial in this case if you chose, but because you're going to enter this plea and accept the offer today, you're giving up the right to a trial because the case is going to be done today and we're not having one. You realize you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer? Are you currently on probation for any other matter?
No, no,
Under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
no, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
No, sir.
And finally, sir, whether it applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you are not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation? Do you understand that concept?
Yes, sir.
I will find that your plea is freely and voluntarily entered. You've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial, and you've had assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. This form indicates you're entering a plea of no contest. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I will accept your plea of no contest. Is it 2 days, Ms. Davis?
No, 30.
Oh, 30. Oh. That's a little excessive.
Your Honor, he has multiple other.
Yeah, I figured, but it's okay. All right, I will accept your plea of no contest. I'll withhold adjudication. I'll order you to pay PD, we gotta add the PD lien though.
Yes, Your Honor.
So,
$50.
so it's 233 plus 50, 283. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your court costs, your filing fee, and your public defender lien come to $283. Sir, if I gave you 6 months to pay that, is that enough time?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll sentence you to 30 days in Orange County Jail, give you credit for the 30 days you've already done. He is to be released as to this case. Do you have any questions about the plea you entered today? If you wish to appeal that sentence, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. This will conclude this. Good luck to you.
Your Honor, could we give him a year? Because I know he has the.
I'll give him a year.
Thank you.
Year to pay.
Thank you. Okay.
Mr. Russell, 2022 MM 26180. Ms. George.
We're gonna enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
All right, enter a plea of not guilty. This will get set for a pretrial conference.
Division 62, pretrial conference will be March 28th, 8:30 a.m., courtroom 12C.
See you guys. All right, Mr. Shaw. All right, 2021 MM 629AA.
Your Honor, we're gonna enter a plea of not guilty.
All right, not guilty. It'll get set for a pretrial conference.
Division 80, pretrial conference will be March 31st, 9 a.m., courtroom 9C.
You're welcome.
right, that doesn't look like Paul Thornton. All right, PD's not appointed. Do you represent him on COs?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'll provisionally appoint. Do you want to waive his appearance?
I will waive and enter a plea of not guilty, Your Honor.
All right,
Division 81, pretrial conference, March 11th, 9 a.m., courtroom 4E.
all right. Danielle Cynthia Trudell,
Yes.
2021 MM 907680. PD has not been appointed yet. This was a downgrade from a felony, I guess, so I'll go ahead and appoint the public defender.
Your Honor, the offer from the state is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and court costs. I did speak to Ms. Trudell, and we went over all the rights. She would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
All right, Ms. Trudell, can you raise your right hand and face me? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, put your hand down. All right, Ms. Trudell, your attorney tells me that you wish to accept the state's offer of an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, and to pay your attendant court costs on this case. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ma'am, I am holding a plea form in my hand, and down here at the bottom is a signature. Is that your signature?
Yes, sir.
Did you read this form?
Sure.
Sure or yes?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did you understand the form?
Yes, sir.
You have any questions about that form?
No, sir.
All right, because you read and understood the form, you do realize that this is a criminal case, which means you have every right to go to trial if you choose and force the state to prove that you did what they say you did. But because you're going to enter a plea today, we are not going to have a trial. The case will be over, and you're giving up the right to a trial. Do you understand that you're waiving that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently on probation for any other matter?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
No, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
No, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's okay if you have. I just need to then ask if it's impairing your ability to understand what you're doing.
No, I understand completely.
Okay, all right. All right, and finally, whether it applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you're not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation?
Yes, sir.
I will find your plea is freely and voluntarily entered. You've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial, and you've had assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. I assume you're entering a plea of no contest, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea of no contest. I'll adjudicate you guilty of resisting an officer without violence. I see two numbers here. Oh, 22. So is it 22? Yes. All right. I will sentence you to 22 days in the Orange County Jail. I give you credit for the 22 days that you've already done. She is to be released as to this case. Order you to pay your court costs, your cost of prosecution, and your public defender lien, which comes to $323. Ms. George, would you be asking for a year?
A year upon release. She has other charges.
Okay. If she's not being released, then typically, Earlene, what I usually say is within 60 days of her release, whenever that is, she must report to the Orange County Clerk and either pay this or set up a payment plan.
That works, Your Honor. Yes, that'll work, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Trudell, do you have any questions about the plea you entered?
No, sir.
If you wish to appeal that sentence, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. This will conclude, well, they're going to take your fingerprints and get your paperwork, but then, other than that, this case is concluded. Good luck to you. Yes, adjudication, right? Oh, it's a CO? Yeah. All right, no, we don't do fingerprints on CO. All right, never mind, no.
No, this was an MM. It was.
Oh, it was an MM?
Yes.
It was, I'm sorry,
You're thinking about the other case.
I'm sorry, yes, we need prints, sorry. Boy, I'm just killing it. I think we did all these. Did I do Harris? I didn't do Harris, did I? Or is that one of the move-ups? Can I throw that out? Great. Okay. All right. Genovese.
Sir.
All right.
Your Honor.
Are we gonna, okay, these are pleables, right? Are we playing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
The offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to 1201 South Cimarron Boulevard in Orlando, Florida. Mr. Genovese would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
And he has 2 days, Your Honor.
2 days, thank you. Are we adjudicating because there's a history?
Not much of one, Your Honor. He was last convicted of a trespass in 2020.
All right, well, this is what was negotiated and agreed to, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Genovese, Mr. Genovese, can you raise your right hand and face me? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Genovese, it's my understanding that you wish to enter a plea to this charge today, and the agreed-upon sentence with the state is an adjudication of guilt, 2 days in the Orange County Jail credit for the 2 you've done, and your court costs. Is that which, and no return to wherever this was at 1201 South Cimarron Boulevard in Orlando, Florida.
And that's a Wawa.
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay. And is that what you understood you were agreeing to today?
Yes.
All right, sir, I've been handed a plea form with a signature on the bottom. Is that your signature?
Yes, it is.
Did you read the form?
Yes.
Did you understand the form?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about this form? No. All right, because you read and understood the form, you realize that this is a criminal matter. You have every right to go to trial if you choose. But because you're going to enter this plea, you're giving up that right. We're not going to have a trial because the case is over today. Do you understand you're waiving your right to trial?
Yes.
Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes.
Are you currently on probation for any other matter? No. Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
No.
And finally, whether it applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you're not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation?
I understand.
Okay, you have to answer out loud because we're recording it. All right. I'll find your pleas freely and voluntarily entered, that you've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial, and you've had assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. I believe that form said you're entering a plea of no contest. Is that correct? I'll accept your plea of no contest, adjudicate you guilty of trespass, order you to serve 2 days in the Orange County Jail, give you credit for the 2 days you've already done. Order you to pay your court costs, your costs of prosecution, and your public defender lien in the amount of $323. Is he getting out?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay, sir, if I gave you 10 months to pay that, is that enough time?
Perfect.
All right, I'll give you 10 months to pay it. Also, for the next year, he may not return to the Wawa at 1201 South Cimarron Boulevard in Orlando, Florida. Sir, do you have any questions about the plea you entered today?
No.
If you wish to appeal that sentence, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. Corrections, it is an MM, so we will need fingerprints. All right, sir, that will complete this case.
So, Your Honor.
Huh?
It's a trespass. I
Oh,
don't
you
think,
don't take them, well, you know, last time I said no, and you guys jumped all over me saying it's an MM. Okay, no fingerprints. All right, you guys got to tell me
I know it's.
if
a
you want
trespass.
fingerprints
I don't know what.
in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Genovese. Is this Jesse James?
Yes, sir.
That would be like a gun charge, get it? Jesse James. No. Okay, are we playing?
No, Your Honor, there's no offer.
Oh, okay. All right, so Mr. James has a... Oh, it's in there? Okay. So I believe he has a $250 bond on each one, if I remember. Does he, why doesn't he qualify for,
He has an open case in South Carolina.
sorry?
He has an open case in South Carolina,
Oh,
a warrant.
okay. All right, I'll stay those bonds.
Your Honor, I ask for no return to the Wawa located at 13501 West Colonial Drive.
All right, sir, in the event that you post the bonds in our release, you may not return to the Wawa at 13501 West Colonial Drive in Orlando, Florida, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Jefferson?
Your Honor, and for Jefferson, there is an offer to resolve.
Okay, is he accepting?
Yes, the offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to 633 North Orange Avenue in Orlando, Florida. And Mr. Jefferson would like to accept the state's offer and enter a plea of no contest.
Jefferson, can you raise your,
Oh, wait, hold on, sorry. Can we not, he doesn't have any, here. Can we not do a withhold? I just noticed it on his face sheet.
He doesn't have any in Florida, but he has history. I don't mind a withhold. I don't, never recommended it to me. Just let me know. Are you changing it or no?
Yes, I'm changing it.
Okay.
are we withholding now?
Yes, Your Honor. Is this his? Oh, that's yours.
All right, Mr. Jefferson, would you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. Sir, it's my understanding that you wish to enter a plea and accept the state's offer today, and there's been a slight change. Instead of being convicted of this, it will be a withhold of adjudication, meaning you're not convicted of this. So it's a withhold, credit time served, and no return to 633 North Orange, whatever this was. Was it Wawa or a?
It never said in,
It was some type of building.
Okay.
It was vacant. Yeah.
All right, whatever it is, you're not going back, and then you pay your court costs. Is that what you understood you were here to agree, you came out to agree to?
Yes.
Sir, hopefully you can see from over there, but I'm holding a plea form with a signature on the bottom. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Did you read the form?
No, I didn't. I'm really honestly, I didn't.
He didn't read it. We went over it.
All right, so you went over this form verbally with your attorney, correct?
Yes.
All right. And when you did that, Ms. George talked to you about the fact that this is a criminal matter and you have every right to go to trial if you choose. Her office would represent you at that trial. They would challenge the state's evidence, cross-examine their witnesses, all the things that go along with the trial. But because you are going to enter this plea today, you're giving up the right to trial. We're not going to have one. The case is going to be over today. Do you understand you're waiving that right?
Yes. 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 Is this a plea bargain where I think today I say I could maybe leaving?
I don't know if you're being held on anything else or not.
He's not.
You won't be held on this.
Okay.
All right, but what I'm trying to do is make sure you understand that you have a right to go to trial if you choose, but you're giving that up because you're going to enter this plea and resolve it today.
Yes.
All right. You've been assisted by the Office of the Public Defender. Are you satisfied with their help in this case?
Yes.
Are you currently on probation for any other matter?
No.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
No.
Anybody threaten you, coerce you, or promise you something other than what's been discussed in open court to get you to enter this plea? Has anybody told you you got to take this or else?
No.
You want to do this? This is your choice?
Yes, to say no contest.
Okay. And finally, sir, whether it applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you're not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation? Do you understand that concept?
Deportation. Sorry.
U.S. citizen.
What's he asking me?
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am.
All right. Close enough?
yes.
All right, sir, all those things that I just went over with you are what are contained in this form, and that's what it tells you, the rights you're waiving, et cetera. So after we've had this conversation, do you feel that you sufficiently understand what's in this form?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to find that you please freely and voluntarily entered, you've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial, you've had assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. I'll accept your plea. You've already pled no contest. I'll accept that plea. I'll withhold adjudication. 2. I'll sentence you to 2 days in the Orange County Jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you've already done. He's to be released as to this case. You are to pay your court costs, your cost of prosecution, and your public defender lien in the amount of $323. If I gave you 1 year to pay that, sir, is that enough time?
2 days is enough time?
He's homeless, Your Honor. I would ask that you.
I'll reduce your court costs and fines, et cetera, to, or, well, it's not a fine, but your court costs, PD, lien, and cost prosecution to a civil judgment. And for the next year, sir, you may not return to 633 North Orange Avenue in Orlando, Florida. Do you have any questions about the plea that you entered today?
Oh, yes, you said it is 2 days. Today I cannot leave.
No, 2 days credit time, sir.
Yeah.
You already served them.
Yes, you're being released.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
All right, if you wish to appeal that sentence, sir, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. Good luck to you.
There should have been one of these.
Is this Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones is behavior, Your Honor.
Okay,
I will waive the appearance, Your Honor.
all right, PD's waive the appearance. He has on the 2 new charges in Orange County, he's got a $500 and a $100 bond. I will stay those. He also has an out-of-county VOP warrant, which I'm going to assume is at 0 bond. So we'll stay that as well. Malia?
No.
Behavior. All right.
Can we reset for tomorrow, Your Honor? There's an offer to resolve this case.
Sure. So we'll reset that. Oops. Okay. Styles?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Your Honor, there was not an offer in this case. Given my client, has been I would ask that you take no action on this out of law, that possibly issue and the federal did not commitment.
Yeah, apparently he keeps going in there.
No.
Usually they help people that are homeless, but I guess they don't want to. So I just ask that you consider all of the facts in this case.
You want me to hold him in contempt?
No.
No, the Christian Service Center, I mean,
Yes,
not Mr. Styles.
yes, hold it.
Yeah.
I just find that because.
All right, well, where is he gonna go? Is he transient?
Yes, he's homeless.
Treason.
I go to the coalition.
He said he can go to the coalition for the homeless.
I go there.
Instead of the Christian Service Center, Your Honor.
That's my only choice at this point. I have nothing. My chest gets stolen. I don't have.
Okay, let me he has no money, Your Honor. I know he has an open case. Given the fact that I would ask for an R1.
Yeah, I'm not that, you don't want ROR?
I'm sorry?
You don't want ROR?
I said I would ask for an R1. He's not gonna be able to afford a bond. Confident. He said he can go to the coalition for the homeless. To the Christian Service Center.
Okay. Sorry, I'm multitasking here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll ROR him, sir. Don't go back to the
I don't.
Christian Service Center. Apparently, they're not very helpful anyway.
Okay.
I'll take no action on the other things. Sir, if you could go, I would go to the shelter, see if they can.
That's what I'm going, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
Your Honor, can you make it one of the conditions that he enroll in e-notify? which is with the clerk's system, so, because there's no
Oh,
other way
sure.
to get in contact with.
Yeah. So, is that a condition of release that he enroll in?
Yes,
e-Notify?
Your Honor.
How do they notify him? You got a phone, I guess?
Yes, he would have to have some other way. If not, Your Honor, then we're just setting him up.
I know.
So,
For
You're preaching to the choir.
Ma'am, for failure? That's
No.
Like that where she's trying to help you. She's just trying to help you.
She
what
meant,
number?
you won't know about your next court, there's no way for you to know about your next court dates.
Because you're homeless, so we're trying to help you, so. All it is, it'll
Nancy
have a-
Williams style.
send it to your phone when your court date is.
Oh,
Okay,
So just call.
e-notify?
yes, Your Honor.
All right?
when is my next?
E-notify.
Do I have to go to them to sign out?
You just.
Supposedly, it's a program with the clerks, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. It seems like everybody's got a phone nowadays.
Yeah. Oh,
Thank you.
All right, Eddie Watkins?
No, I didn't know if you heard him.
Inmate moved, unable to locate. Okay, is this playing, not playing?
He's pleading, Your Honor. The offer is an adjudication of guilt, credit time served, no return to 5925 Beachman Avenue. Is it Beachman?
yes.
Mont, sorry, Beachmont.
Beachmont,
Yes, Your Honor.
like Beechmont?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is it a drive, a street, an Ave?
Av.
Ave?
Avenue, yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, my minute.
I know you're-
Ms. Davis, how many days?
Yes, 2 days.
2 days. All right, Mr. Watkins, you raise your right hand and face me. Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sir.
All right, you can put your hand down. Mr. Watkins, it's my understanding that you wish to enter a plea of no contest today and accept the state's offer of an adjudication of guilt, credit time served for 2 days in the Orange County Jail. You would have to pay your court cost of prosecution and public defender lien, which I'll give you time to pay, and you may not return to 5925 Beachmont Avenue.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you understood you were agreeing to?
Sir.
Sir, I have a plea form in my hand. If you can see it over there, I'm pointing at a signature. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Did you read the form?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand the form?
Sir.
So because you read and understood this form, you realize that this is a criminal matter, meaning you have every right to go to trial if you choose and force the state to prove that you did what they say you did. But because you're going to enter this plea today, the case is over and we're not having a trial, so you're giving up that right. Do you understand you're waiving your right to trial? Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently on probation for any other matter?
Sir.
Are you under the influence of drugs or alcohol today?
No, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
No, sir.
And finally, whether it applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you are not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation?
Yes, sir.
I will find that your plea is freely and voluntarily entered, that you've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial, and you've had assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. I assume that you're entering a plea of no contest. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I will accept your plea of no contest. I'll adjudicate you guilty of trespass, order you to serve 2 days in the Orange County Jail. I give you credit for the 2 days that you have already done. He is to be released as to this case. You will pay your court costs, your cost of prosecution, and your public defender lien in the amount of $323. Is he getting out?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, if I gave you, I don't know, 8 months to pay this, is that enough time?
It's fine.
All right, 8 months to pay. And for the next year, you may not return to 5925 Beachmont Avenue, Orlando, Florida. Sir, do you have any questions about the plea that you entered today?
Sir.
If you wish to appeal that sentence, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. All right, this will resolve the case. Good luck to you. Is this Williams?
Your Honor, there was not an offer to resolve. He's been deemed incompetent to proceed.
Oh, right. I wrote that down because I knew you were going to bring it up.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so your argument is we can't hold him either.
Yes, Your Honor. Mhm.
And he doesn't qualify for mental health.
I don't know if he's ever been screened. Has he been screened for mental health pretrial release?
You can have them screened, Your Honor.
I would ask to have him screened for mental health pretrial release, first, Your Honor, and if he doesn't qualify, then to set a monetary bond.
I was going to ROR him.
I would definitely take the ROR, Your Honor.
Well, but if I order ROR, can I still have him screened for mental health, or do I have to give it a bond?
No, you can do mental health PTR or ROR.
Okay, so I'll release him ROR, but I would like to have him screened for mental health services, I guess, before, if he can get it, I'd like him to get it. That make sense? All right, didn't sound.
You wanted two conditions?
But he has a couple of individuals trying to claim property that's actually mine. Name's Kashal.
Oh, is this is a guy who came up to the door?
Yes, and he believes it's.
All right. Sir, there are ways you can go about that in civil matters, but walking up to the structure and claiming it as yours is not the way to do it. You should speak to a lawyer. Okay?
So, Your Honor, the two conditions that he not return to that location?
Yes, no return to, what's the address again?
323 Broadway Avenue.
323 Broadway Ave, Orlando, Florida?
That's the ridge line.
Is it Orlando?
Yes, Your Honor, it is Orlando.
Orlando, Florida. All right, sir, you may not return, while this case is pending, you may not return to that location, okay?
The second being, Your Honor, that chances are he is going to be released ROR. So again, if we could have him enroll and e-notify.
Yeah, I think that's a good program. I hope it works. So, yeah, enrolling, you know what notify is, Ms. Davis?
I guess a service where, I mean.
No, that's right, Ms. Eugene, you said it's a clerk's program, didn't you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, no, hey, if we can get a hold of people, that's great.
And no action on the out on bond, Your Honor?
No, actually, well, he's incompetent, I'm not allowed to,
Okay.
according to the PD's office. All right. Mr. Williams, you will have plenty of time to speak with your lawyer at another time. I need to move on my docket, sir. Not trying to be difficult. Are you Jason Caraballo?
Yes, sir.
All right. You failed to appear in 3 different cases. 2 of those cases, shockingly, you have a bond. The 2 in front of Judge Jewett. So I will stay those at $500. The 3rd, you have no bond, and since it was a failure to appear, I'm not gonna grant you a bond. I'm gonna order or direct you to seek release from that judge.
No.
Which one was it?
Okay? I will appoint well, wait, he's probably got the PD already.
Yeah. Yes.
Probably
Yes,
got
Your
him,
Honor,
got him on all 3, I guess.
Yes, Your Honor.
We
I
do.
made offers on the.
Oh, you made an offer?
On the, I believe the first is a no valid, which is 20 CT 927 AW, and I also made an offer on 21 CT 6577, which I believe is the dwellers. I did not make an offer on the DUI, Your Honor, which is 20 CT 926. But on that one, he does have the $500 bond.
All right.
Okay.
What are we
All right,
doing?
so, Your Honor, on the, which one is the driving while license, the one that has no bond?
Right.
2020, is it the 926 or the 927?
No, they have the wrong year. It's 21 CT 6577. That is the dwellers. And that's the one that has no bond, according to my information.
So we'll resolve that one, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Caraballo, please raise your right hand and face me. Do you swear or affirm everything you say today should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, put your hand down. So I guess what we're doing is just staying the bonds on the other two. He's got 500, while he's pleading the one that I wasn't gonna give him a bond on.
Just wanna make sure.
That's smart. I'd do the same thing, right? So we'll stay the bonds on 926 and 927. I always like to look to see if DeWillis is gonna HTO somebody, but I guess takes that risk, huh? All right. What's the,
Adjudication of guilt and credit time served.
okay, do we know how many he has? Like, in other words, is there a mandatory 10 days on this?
He has 3 days on the 6577 case.
Yeah, but I don't have his driving record in front of me. If this is a third conviction,
No, Your Honor, I do not believe this is one that requires the 10-day.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
okay.
Your Honor,
Never existed.
Yeah.
okay, just give me a second. I need to think. Your Honor, I can't plea him to the driving while license suspended because he never owned a driver's license.
Oh, well then.
Well, they changed the statute after 2019, I think, to, I forget the language. Yeah, I mean, that used to be an argument,
Okay, I didn't.
and the state was having to either amend it no valids or not go forward. But my understanding is that in 2019, they changed the language to say, if DMV suspended your ability to get a license, which they often,
They did.
they do,
Mm-hmm.
then you can still be charged with it even if you never had one. Now, that's my recollection of it. I haven't viewed the statute in some time. So if you would rather, I mean, if you want to take some time to do that, that's fine.
Yes, Your Honor. Can we just
You
recall?
want to roll them till tomorrow?
Can we just roll him to the end of the docket so I can have a chance to look while we're going through this?
Yeah, I don't care.
That way he doesn't sit here another day.
Okay. Yeah, all right, whatever.
They'll call you back.
Let's just put everybody at the end of the docket.
No one wants to eat the food here.
All right. Oh, Mr. Prakniak? How do you say your name?
Prakniak?
Prakniak? Oh, that was close, actually. All right. So, Mr. Prakniak, who is currently here on a DUI, but also a few days prior to that, was a hit and run, allegedly. So, why didn't I put down, I'm sure he has a $500 bond, right, on the DUI?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll stay the $500 bond, but I am going to revoke his pretrial release or bond or whatever he has on 2022 CT 585 AO. And just in case I didn't say it for the record, the current case number is 2022 CT 136 AE. But given the allegations in both of these cases, I think it's appropriate to revoke his release, bond, et cetera, on the prior case. So I'll stay the bond on the DUI, revoke on 2022 CT 485 AO.
You can't bond him. You can't. Mm-hmm.
All right. Is this Acevedo? Okay. Okay, Ms. George, are we doing something with Acevedo?
Nope, I will waive, Your Honor.
Okay, so he's got a $7,500 bond on the attempted robbery with a weapon. I will stay that. On the ag bat with a weapon, I'll give him a bond of $3,500. On the second egg bat with a weapon, I'll give him a bond of $100. Judge Collins didn't, what's this VOP from on the 99 case?
He's already been seen on that. You want to know the charge?
No. So all I'm dealing with are these three,
Charges, yes.
okay.
Warrant.
All right, so 7,500, 3,500, 100. Appleton? Okay, Appleton was in PTD on a drug case. How does that, Ms. Eugene, how does this affect that?
It will be up to that state attorney as to whether or not they kick him out of the program.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, sir?
I learned today downstairs that I was in the drug program, but when my public defender, Dominique, they didn't tell me when I went to court in December, November, that I was going to be in the drug program. They told me to do a 4-hour class, which I completed online, and then pay $150 before February 17th. But when I went downstairs at the pre-trial stand, they say that I was in a drug program. I never seen nobody talk, never got no paper saying that. So that's what I was trying to get in.
All right, hang on, sir, hold on one second.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm assuming drug court is having a similar sort of process as some of the PTD programs, and you may not have received your date to come in and do your contract and everything for drug court. I don't know. That's somewhat irrelevant at this point, because you have picked up 3 new drug charges, well, 2 new drug charges and a firearm charge. And it appears to me from the bond schedule that on the trafficking, it's $100,000 on the bond schedule. Is that correct, Ms. Eugene?
I apologize, Your Honor. What were you saying? I apologize.
On Mr. Appleton's case, the bond schedule for trafficking methamphetamine, or, no, wait, what was it?
Amphetamines, Your Honor.
Yeah, amphetamines, with a weapon is $100,000.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And he has 2,500 and 4,000? Yeah. He's got 2,500 on count 2, 4,000 on count 3. I'll stay those. I'll grant you a bond of $100,000 on count 1. I will revoke your, well, the case is abated though.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm revoking his bond or release?
Well, he was released ROR,
Oh,
and then they placed him on pretrial diversion.
right. But, so what do I just do? Revoke his ROR? On the old case? I mean, I want to revoke it. I'm saying, is that the right, correct thing to say?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm revoking your ROR in case number 2021 CF 713580. I'll grant you a $100,000 bond in the new case, which is 2022 CF 152280. Count 1's 100,000. Count 2, I'll leave it at, what was it, 7,500? Oh, 2,500 and 4,000 on count 3. Revoke no bond on the prior case. Okay,
So-
good luck to you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I missed that. So it was 100,000 on count 1,
Yeah, and then I just stayed the other two. You had 2,500 and 4,000.
Thank you. My pen's going out.
All right, Batista? Oh, okay, well, the warrant indicated 0 bond and no bond pending hearing before the court, so
I'm gonna waive.
are you gonna waive?
Yes.
All right, so PD waives, I'm staying it at no bond per the instructions on the warrant. Bennett?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right, well, let's see, Bennett's got a $1,500 bond. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oh, 500 on the open container, right? And, 2,500 on the Bat Leo. Oh, and his old ones are the same thing, well, trespass and Bat Leo.
Um, And on the battery, on mines, I have 1,500, is that what you have? The 1,500, okay.
On the new case,
Mm-hmm.
it was corrected to 2,500.
Yeah, there's a correction sheet in here.
Okay, thank you.
Are you going to stay the bond at the 2,500, Your Honor?
I'm considering it. I'm wondering, I mean, what's this guy's history? He's got trespass and Bat Leo, open container Bat Leo. I'm getting the impression that he gets rousted from time to time.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, relax.
We have some concerns, Your Honor, so we are in the process of trying to get him evaluated.
Well, might be easier if he's in one place. Just saying. All right, I'll stay the bonds. And there was a correction on the 1 to 2,500 on the Bat Leo, 500 on the open container, and I'll revoke his bonds on 2022 CF 27AO and 2022 MM 633AO. And by the way, the previous case that I was addressing was 2022 CF 1523AO, because I keep forgetting to put the case numbers on the record. Bennett is there.
You're welcome.
All right, Siobhan, is that how you say your name?
Yeah, that's an alias.
Sorry?
That's just my alias.
It's an alias.
Yeah.
Oh, because you're Jarvis Lamar Akins?
Right.
Whom are we addressing, Ms. Eugene? Both of them?
Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. According to the paperwork, it does appear as though Chavain would be the AKA.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's so one cop sees him sleeping, the other, oh, hey, that's a stolen car.
Right, and it just says, see original report.
Yeah. I mean, it barely slides under the goalpost, or over the goalpost, but, so I'll tell you what, I'll stay the bonds. The problem we're gonna have is the FTAs. Oh, he's got bonds on those. Wow. Well, I'll stay those too then.
Oh, what's my bond?
All right. Judge gave you bonds on the FTAs. Well, hey, it's your lucky day.
I don't know what they are.
All right.
My system. Do you have the bond on the FTA?
It was 2,000 on one and 200 on the other. I don't remember which was which.
I don't know why it's not pulling up.
The family reunion back there.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Mr. Diaz?
Hi, sir.
You're Diaz?
Yes, sir, I'm Diaz.
All right, Diaz has a $1,000 bond. I'll stay that bond.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a word, please?
No.
Have a what? No.
I completely understand that whatever I say is going to be used against my will. I'm completely aware.
I advised him not to speak about the facts, Your Honor,
Okay.
but he still wants to speak.
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this that happened to me, like, I'm homeless. I got nobody to come help me out. Like, my family is in Puerto Rico and I'm alone. This car, me and my friend being even like sleeping there, like.
Sir, hang on a second, because you're being recorded, and you may make admissions that you'll regret stating later on. I'm gonna stay your bond at 1,000. I don't think that's an unreasonable amount. If, however, you don't have the ability to post that, I am appointing the public defender. I guess, does everybody understand that they're getting your services today?
Yes, Your Honor, I went back, I talked to them.
Okay, all right, so it sounds like what you want to talk to me about is trying to reduce that or be released on your own recognizance. And it sounds like you may want me to know something about the case to plead that.
No, sir.
My suggestion would, well, in any event, I would get on the phone with your lawyer and talk to them about what you want to do and the reasons for mitigation, whatever it may be, okay? And you're free to do that. But today, I'm going to keep your bond at 1,000. If you can bond out, bond out. If not, get on the phone with your lawyer and ask them to please file the appropriate motions. Okay? All right. Mr. La Rochelle?
Yes, sir.
All right, so he's been identified?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you give the case number, please, Your Honor?
Yes, this is thank you for reminding me. 2022 CF 1541 AO. Came in as John Doe. He's now been identified as Stephen La Rochelle. He has bonds of 5,000 and 100. I will stay those bonds. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Likewise, thank you.
Is it 100 or 150?
I wrote 100.
Okay.
150.
Yeah, I have 100 from the affidavit. That's John Doe. Well, this was an interesting one, Mr. Hall.
Yes, sir.
Don't believe you're entitled to a bond on these charges.
No, Your Honor. Not on either one of them.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I wasn't back at 115, because I was reading.
Oh, 82 pages?
No, well, yeah. I can't say I read everything. But, all right, so let's make sure of a couple things. Mr. Hall, I'm going to appoint the Office of the Public Defender to represent you in these cases, in this case. No, there's two cases, okay?
Sir.
Due to the nature of the charge, you're not entitled to a bond. It's one of the few charges that you're not. That doesn't mean you can't seek release, okay? But you're going to have to speak with your lawyer about doing that, okay?
Sir.
So for today, you don't have a bond, and I'm not going to grant you one. I am going to appoint the Office of Public Defender. to represent you, you need to speak with them about your case in general, but also about getting released.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Right there.
Number right there.
Yeah, you can actually see, sorry. It's kind of hard to read that one. The first one. Okay. That one's not good.
Mr. Hernandez? Hernandez?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Hernandez, oh, he qualifies for PTR?
Yes, Your Honor.
Does the state have a preference? I mean, actually, with PTR, he'd be supervised somewhat. Yeah, you know, if he qualifies, I guess.
I would ask for pretrial release. He has no record, Your Honor.
All right, so, Mr. Hernandez, you currently have bonds on count one of 15,000, and then you have three other counts, which are 150, 150, and 100. So you can post those bonds. However, you're also eligible for pretrial release. Pretrial release means you don't have to post the bonds, but you do have to abide by their rules. And even though the charges are more indicative of sales versus usage, I would still order that as part of pretrial release, you be subject to random urinalysis, and you're not to consume any illegal drugs or alcohol. Are we going to have a 30-day waiver?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to guess yes.
Yes.
I was right. All right, so sir, you can, if you choose to post the bonds, you can. That's going to be kind of expensive, but if your other option is pretrial release, or do we just say PTR?
He wants PTR, Your Honor.
All right, whatever.
He wants pretrial release.
All right, pretrial release on the condition that he's no drugs, alcohol, subject to UAs, and that's it. All right, is that it? Okay.
With the 30-day grace period, you said? Okay.
Oh, yeah, apparently we need that. That's what I'm saying, should we just assume everybody needs a 30-day
Yes, Your Honor.
grace period? We don't even have to announce it. Okay, oh, is this the guy that fled on his bike? Mr. Jacobs. All right, how come this guy didn't? Unable to investigate or verify ties, I guess. Should I even ask Ms. Davis if that could be remedied, or?
For Jacobs?
Yeah. He fled and eluded on a bicycle. He's got a $1,000 bond, which I would stay, but if he could be released PTR, it'd be better. I don't know if he's otherwise eligible, but the note says unable to investigate or verify ties. Is your client currently homeless, Ms. George?
Yes, Your Honor, he does not. He's gonna try to see if he can find somebody to help him with the bond, but he really doesn't have anybody here.
All right, well, I'm gonna stay the bond at 1,000, because it's $100 either way.
He stated he couldn't qualify. No.
Oh, yeah, oh, it came in at 0, didn't it? You know what? No. What difference does it make if I give him 500?
It doesn't. It's gonna be the
It
same.
makes 0,
It's gonna be 100 regardless.
and it's technically a felony, so. I think the bike is a mitigating circumstance, don't you?
Yes.
All right, $1,000 bond. Mr. Joseph?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, this is a failure to appear. You have no bond, and I'm gonna stay at 0 bond. You have to seek release from the judge on your case. Mr. Landum?
Yes.
All right, also failure to appear, no bond. I'm gonna stay at it, no bond. You have to seek release from the judge on your, oh, hang on a second. Oh, this one came in with a $2,000 bond?
Yeah.
What are all these judges giving them bonds on the FTAs? Well, I guess I do that, actually, now that I think about it. I do that too. All right, you have a $2,000 bond, sir, so it's your lucky day. You can bond out if you wish.
Thank you.
Morris? Contempt of court. Ooh.
This one, she's a witness, it's not actually,
Morris?
yeah, she's a witness. Is that revoking PTR?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Okay. And what am I, what is,
It's a PTR revocation form that came over from her PTR officer,
oh, I think I signed,
one of those yesterday. Yeah.
oh, I didn't sign one today? Oh, for somebody else? But I thought, Arlene, you were telling me she's a witness in this other case? So how can she be pre-trial release?
Well, she was, I guess, considered a witness, but then I guess they subpoenaed her. Well, she failed to appear, so she was arrested on a contempt of court failure to appear warrant for that case number. She was released on PTR.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, got a $1,000 bond on the new charge. I'll stay it. Not really sure what to do with this other thing.
If you'll just.
Did she not show for trial?
That is what the allegation is, Your Honor, is that she was supposed to be a witness in a murder trial, and she did not show.
Oh, ruh-roh. Well, did the judge address bond or no bond?
Because she did, I believe it says, Ms. Davis said, because she did not show up for trial, she was arrested, but then released PTR, and now she has now done this. They are asking to revoke.
Oh, okay, so the judge on that other one hadn't necessarily. State, you want to be heard on this?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd like the PTR to be revoked.
Okay, that was short and sweet. Ms. George, would you like to be heard on this?
Yes, Your Honor, if you revoke the pretrial release, I just ask that you set a monetary bond in this case.
Okay, so
I don't believe she
she
posted.
picked up this new charge because she didn't show up as a witness. They let her out, and the only reason we're addressing is because she allegedly committed a new theft offense, grand theft motor vehicle offense, correct? So it's not like she, at least as far as I know, she didn't not show up again. Or whatever, I don't, she's got the contempt charge.
Yes.
All right,
I think they're just saying she can't.
here's what we're gonna do. I'll stay the bond on the new charge. I'll revoke her release. I'll give her, you want a bond, right?
Yes, sure.
$1,000 bond on on the 2021 CF not 5426 AO case. And on the 2022 CF, oh, wait a minute, that's the same number. Oh, no, it's not. 1524 AO. I'll stay the bond. So she got 1,000 on each, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank
Okay,
you.
do you get this one?
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Neil. Neil?
Your Honor.
Hmm, 2,500 on a Duelis seems a little steep. How many Duelises has he got? Anybody know?
No, but I can take a look.
My guess is it's a bunch.
Thanks.
Oh, he will be? Well, yeah, but they, oftentimes there's more. You know what, I think it's a little high, but I'm gonna stay it. Because even in the PC affidavit, the cop is referring to a number of other priors. My guess is that a judge will be amenable to a reduction in that, maybe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Palacios. All right. Palacios has two cases, multiple, or three cases. Three? Two?
Three.
Three. All right. In 2022 CF 1488AO, on the fleeing and eluding, I'll give her a $1,500 bond. I'll stay the bond of $150 on the leaving the scene.
Your Honor, she actually qualifies for pre-trial.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Okay.
Okay. This doesn't have a case number on the DUI case. How come? So I've got this, I don't have a CT case number on the DUI. I have the felony case number for fleeing, eluding, leaving the scene. I have an MM case number for resisting without. The DUI case does not have a case number. Oh, is that the 2022 CT 751AO? Okay. All right, so do you want me to just, in the alternative, or just give her PTR?
Just PTR, Your Honor.
All right, so ma'am, you qualify for pretrial release. So I'll release you on PTR. You don't have posted bond, you have to follow the rules. And one of the rules is gonna be that you're to consume no alcohol or drugs, and you're subject to random urinalysis. Ms. George, do we need a 30-day window?
Yes, Your Honor.
Of course we do. Okay, good luck to you.
And that's on all three cases, Your Honor?
All three cases. Mr. Pringle?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, he's got a bond, $1,000 on the grand theft, 2022 CF 152680. I'll stay the bond. I am going to revoke his bond on 2021 CF 236180 because they're sufficiently related. They're driving. He's driving. He's still driving.
Would you,
Stay the bond, revoke on 2021 CF 236180.
Your Honor, I would ask that you consider revoking and doubling. I believe this was the one similar to the last case we had with the contempt. They're all co-defendants. They run into, they're allegedly co-defendants, should I say.
On the
You
grand
have-
theft?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
The one that they ran into the house. We don't know.
Oh, so your argument is he wasn't the driver?
Yeah, I wasn't driving.
No.
Yes, Your Honor. We don't know who the driver was. And because of that,
That's right. So it could have been him.
my client is adamant it's not him, Your Honor. So because
Well,
of
wait, he wouldn't want to deny that because that might place him at the scene. So obviously, he's not going to do that. He's already habitualized.
Right.
So.
Yes, I know he's a bit, I'm just asking that if you revoke
I
and
understand what you're
double-
asking. I agree. I get it. And
You're
that is exactly what you are to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
I am not going to agree with you. I'm going to revoke on 2021 CF 236180. I'll stay the bond on the grand theft. Sir, you have to seek a bond in your other case from that judge.
So we have to call. Motion to get it heard.
Pritchard? Is this Mr. Pritchard?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Pritchard, failure to appear, zero bond. I'm going to stay those. You'll have to seek release from the judge on your case.
No, you have no bond.
Okay.
If this next case is Rosenfield, Judge Whitehead set the bond 10, which strikes me as high, but I'm inclined to defer to Judge Whitehead. In fact, let me see, did he even allow it to be, oh, he did.
He allowed it to be modified, Your Honor. My client's on Social Security income. He's not going to be able to afford $10,000 bond.
I live in Hollywood.
Is Judge Whitehead the judge on the case, or was he just the E-duty judge?
I don't see Judge, looks like
'Cause
Ladman.
I don't think, yeah, I don't think Judge Whitehead's doing
He's not on the case.
criminal docket.
Yeah, I believe he just signed the warrant, Your Honor. It says Justin Woods. I don't have, it's a different, yeah, it's Justin Woods.
Hmm.
And if you look, he was in a hospital.
He lives in an assisted living facility in Hollywood, Florida?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long has he lived in that facility?
About 8 months, sir. Prior to that, I was in a Seaside Health and Rehabilitation in Daytona Beach, Florida, for 24 months after my stroke. And then I was transferred down here to Hollywood.
And so the failure register was after they moved him?
Yes, he's been, if you look, he's been in and out of the hospital, Your Honor. He's been homeless, so even in the warrant, it lists every time he's moved
All right.
or been relocated from
All
a hospital.
right, all right. Is he permitted to go back to the facility if he's out?
That's where he's going back to in
My
Hollywood.
room is there, my belongings is there, everything is there.
All right, sir, you understand that you have to keep law enforcement apprised of where you are, where you're living.
I understand that, sir.
All right. Ms. Eugene, I'm about to ROR this guy. Do you want to state an objection on the record?
State objects.
Okay. Didn't sound that strenuous, but given the fact, what clearly the defendant's physical infirmities and the fact that, as far as I know, he lives at an assisted living facility, and so his failure to register may not have been entirely his fault.
I will when I go.
I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying. And not for nothing, the guy is a combat veteran, served in the Navy 67 to 82, was honorably discharged. Despite his charges, Sir, you're still gonna have to deal with this case.
I understand that, sir.
Nothing I'm doing is gonna change that.
I know.
But-
Once I go to Hollywood, I'll report to
All
the
right.
Hollywood Police Department.
Well, you need to stay in touch with your lawyers.
Yes, I gave him the form. Make sure you stay.
Your Honor.
Attorney's number is here.
Yeah.
Yep.
My understanding is that he also
When?
needs to report once he's released from
I
here within
explained
48
it.
hours.
I
Okay.
explained it.
Today,
No, you have 48, is it 48 hours, right?
I believe it's 48 hours
Yes,
upon
48
release.
hours upon.
Okay.
I'll call this afternoon when I go to Hollywood.
Okay,
I'm
perfect.
very glad I'm left to Hollywood.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
So make sure you do that.
No problem at all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Good luck with your health.
Thank you, Your Honor. I really appreciate your
All right,
concern.
sir, just make sure you take care of everything, okay?
Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Yes, sir.
Okay, West. Wait, this says George West, this says Kevin Tarot. Did West bond?
Mr. West?
Oh, West is under here. Could be, because I don't have Tarot. Is this West?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. West, you have a $1,000 bond.
Your Honor, I would ask, in this particular case, my client is currently homeless. He is not working. If you would consider an ROR, if he registers with the e-notify, with the clerk's office, he has a nonviolent offense. I don't know if he would qualify, if you guys could, but it's.
Hang on, let me look at
Okay.
his history here. Trespass, camping. It's always a flag for me, camping. Open container. Looks like all he's got is a couple, yeah, that's fine.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm gonna release you on your own recognizance. I'm gonna ask you to, or order actually, that you sign up with the e-notify program so that they can keep track of you for court dates. I'm also appointing the public defender's office, and I mean, I assume these days everybody has a phone, so
Yes, Your Honor.
stay in touch with your lawyer,
Okay.
okay? We can't, felony? Oh, possession of cocaine, oh, okay. This is his first felony, I think. Everything else is camping.
He has no money, but he has money for drugs.
All right, Thoreau is, what happened to Thoreau?
Williamsby.
No. Kevin Michael,
Oh, he bonded, Your Honor.
oh, he did? Wow. He had $11,000 in bonds.
Making more than me.
Mr. Williams Bay? All right, I'm not sure why he's here. Isn't he on loan from the feds?
Yes.
So why are we having a first appearance?
He has a failure to appear. But he's incarcerated.
In these cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, in the case that he's on loan from?
Oh, that I don't know, Your Honor.
It appears to.
Are you going to trial under 2019 CF 1369680, and that's why they brought you over from Coleman?
Yes, I'm here to take care of my charges in 219.
Well, I understand, but you wouldn't have a first appearance for that, so.
I said, why was I even coming here? I already have an attorney. I'm already.
I don't know, but he's got no bond, zero bonds, which
Yes.
I'm gonna stay,
But that's the thing, they have me on no bond and my.
which is irrelevant because you're only here
Yeah, but
to have the trial, and then once the trial's over, you're going back.
Back to the,
So I don't even know why bond's an issue, but I'm gonna,
It is because I'm about to, my sentence in the Fed is about to be up, and my bond for $250, and I didn't appear. My appearance was in between the time of COVID and stuff was out. And my attorney told me not to do that.
I understand, I read your motion, which has already been denied by Judge Bleckman, okay? And I saw you filed a notice for rehearing too, and that's fine. You can seek, a different ruling on that, but all we're doing today is, frankly, I'm not sure why it's even here, but I guess he failed to appear and it was never addressed. So there's no bonds on the failures to appear. I'm going to stay it at no bonds. You will have to seek remedy from the judge on the case, sir. Okay? Are we gonna bring Caraballo back?
yes, Your Honor. I looked up the statute. You are correct.
Oh, thank you. All right, this is a little different format, so I gotta look. Okay, I see this is a driving record, but I don't see. Doesn't really tell me what his history is. I missed him. All right.
We'll resolve the case right now. and then- Thank you, Your Honor, sorry.
All right, are we playing on the one with no bond?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okey
I don't
doke.
have the sheet with me. I
All
think
right.
you have the plea form, Your Honor, still? Thought I gave it.
May have.
If not, I'll just.
Hang on. Oh, yep, I got it. All right. Whew. Okay. Mr. Caraballo, I previously swore you in, so you're still under oath. And I'm not sure how far we got, so I'm going to just start from the top. I'm holding a plea, my understanding is you wish to accept the offer and plea to this case, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm holding a plea form, there's a signature on the bottom, is that yours?
Yes, sir.
Did you read the form? Did you?
No, he didn't read it. We went over, we talked.
All right, so you and your attorney went over this form verbally, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, and so because you did that, you understand that what you're pleading to is a criminal charge, and that, because it's criminal, that means you have a right to take it to trial if you choose, and force the state to prove that you drove without a valid license or a suspended license, whether you had one or not. And your lawyer could represent you at that case. You could either testify or not testify. That's up to you. All the things that go along with the trial. But because you're going to accept this offer and enter the plea, you're giving up the right to a trial. We are not having one. So you realize you're waiving that right, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you satisfied with the assistance of your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you currently under the influence of drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
Are you on probation for any other case?
No, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with a mental illness?
Yes, sir.
Is it something that impairs your ability to understand what you're doing today?
No, sir.
So you are thinking clearly, and this is how you want to proceed. Is that a true statement?
Yes, sir.
All right. Did anybody threaten you, coerce you, or promise you something other than what's been discussed in open court to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
And finally, whether it applies to you or not, do you understand the idea that if you are not a U.S. citizen, entering a plea to a criminal charge would subject you to deportation?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, sir, those things that we just talked about is all the things in this form. Do you feel that after our conversation and your conversation with Ms. George that you understand the rights you're being waived and the other issues that we discussed?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll find your plea is freely and voluntarily entered. You've knowingly and willingly waived your right to have a trial. And you've had assistance of counsel with whom you say you're satisfied. I assume, sir, that you're entering a plea of no contest, meaning you just want to resolve it, not contest it. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept your plea of no contest, adjudicate you guilty of the charge of driving a license suspended, order you to serve 3 days in the Orange County Jail, give you credit for the 3 days that you've already done. Order you to pay, let's see, this is an adjudication on a CT, so that's 306 plus 50, 356. If he posts the other bonds, is he getting out?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so if I gave you 8 months to pay it, is that enough?
I'll pay the court costs.
8 months, is that enough time?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right, give you 8 months to pay the court cost of prosecution. He's to be released as to this case. Will need fingerprints, corrections. Sir, do you have any questions about the plea you entered today?
Sorry. He was asking where to pay the court costs, Your Honor. He didn't hear you.
You can arrange that with the Orange County Clerk of Court. You can do it online, you can mail it, you can come in person. All right, so any other questions about the plea you entered? If you wish to appeal that sentence, you have to do it in writing in 30 days. If you cannot afford an attorney for the appeal, one will be appointed for you. That ends this case. Good luck, sir. You have bonds on the other cases if you wish to post them.
Thank you.
All right.
Bond court is a free service, but it takes several hours of my time every day. Less than 10% of bond court viewers hit the like button, and less than 1% leave a comment. If you want bond court to continue to be available on YouTube for free, then please hit the like button and leave a comment on all of my videos.